Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly remove or replace the front bumper from any Porsche Cayenne second generation made after the year 2010 to 2017. Today I am working on this car and the main reason why I'm removing the front bumper is because I have to replace the AC condenser from this kind of vehicle, and the only thing to do so is to remove the front bumper, and after that we have to remove some more parts from underneath the front bumper to reach the AC condenser and to replace it safely on this kind of vehicle. So in today's episode, the first thing which I'm going to do is to show you all how to remove the front bumper, and in the next episode I'm going to show you all how to remove the AC condenser from this kind of vehicle. So the first thing which you have to do to begin this kind of job is to go inside the car and you have to turn off the pneumatic suspension from this kind of vehicle, because normally you'll have to lift the front side of the vehicle up, you'll have to remove the front wheels to give you more access to work on the wheel arch area and remove the bolts which are securing the front bumper attached to the vehicle. And from here, like I just said earlier, you'll have to go into the vehicle, you'll have to check for this button on which you are pressing to adjust the pneumatic suspension on this kind of vehicle, and you'll have to hold it up for at least 10 seconds, and then the pneumatic suspension will be placed into the service mode, and on the dashboard it will say control off for the pneumatic suspension. So right here, as you can see, I'm holding it up for at least 10 seconds and I'm waiting for the message to appear on the dashboard. Okay everybody, so right now on the dashboard it's telling me control off, and also the lights for the button which I'm pressing to lower and raise the suspension, it's flashing, so this is meaning that the pneumatic suspension is placed into the service mode, and from here I can just remove the ignition, get out of the vehicle, safely lift it up on an elevator or on a jack stand and remove the front wheels from the vehicle. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift the front side of the vehicle up, I'm going to put it on a jack stand and I'm going to remove the front wheels and then work on the front bumper from this kind of vehicle. Very good everybody, so the first thing which you have to do to remove the front bumper is to open the hood, and right here you have this huge plastic side, this plastic shield. You have to remove all the plastic clips which are securing it mounted and attached to the front bumper, and then right underneath you'll have around 4 bolts which are securing the front bumper right here in this area. You'll have to use the torx 30 to remove all of these 4 bolts, and after that I'm going to show you all the next step which you'll have to do. After you safely remove this plastic panel, which is mounted right here over the top part of the front bumper, you'll have to remove the bolts from this area, which are securing the front bumper attached to the vehicle. After you finish removing the 3 bolts which are securing the front bumper attached right here in the front side of the vehicle, you'll have to go on the corners, you'll have to remove each headlight from the vehicle and pull it out completely. And the first thing to remove the headlights is to remove this plastic panel from right here to make your job a little bit easier. You'll have 1 clip on each side which are securing this plastic panel attached to the engine bay right here in this area. And then the headlights are only secured with a metal wire which you have to push, and then the headlights can be pulled out from the vehicle. Right now I'm going to remove first the driver headlight, and to do so you'll have to go right here into the engine compartment. Normally you can do it with only a torque screw or something like that, but I'm going to use this tool to push this bracket. You'll have to push it to the front side of the vehicle and then it will release the headlight, and with the other hand you'll have to push the headlight out and pull it out from the vehicle. After that, in the last, you'll only have to disconnect the power supply from the back of the headlight, and the headlight can be removed completely out from the vehicle. To release the power supply from the back of the headlight, you'll have to press 1 plastic clip and it will come out from its place. Moving forward, to remove the headlight from the passenger side, you'll have to follow the exact same process. Just push this mounting bracket clip forward in the front side of the vehicle and then pull the headlight out from the vehicle and disconnect the power supply from the back of it. Okay everybody, so as you can see, both of the headlights are disconnected completely from this kind of vehicle. From here you can just put them away, make sure to not break them. And right now the next thing which you have to do is to go right here into the engine compartment on each side where the headlight was installed, and you'll have this mounting bracket clip which is securing the front bumper right here attached to the front fenders. And to detach the front bumper from the front fenders, you'll have to pull out this metal bracket. You'll have to pull it into the engine compartment area, and it will come out from its place, and after that the front bumper will be completely released from the front fenders right here in this area. Normally in some cases this metal bracket can be stuck because if you don't pull it out often, if you don't remove it often, it can be stuck right here, so I recommend all to only use some pliers and pull it out. After that you have to go right here into the wheel arch area. You'll have to remove all the bolts from the front side of the wheel arch protection. You'll have around 5 or 6 bolts, like I'm showing you all right here. And after that, after you pull it out from the way, right here in the inside part of the front bumper, you'll have 2 more bolts which are securing the front bumper attached to the front fenders on the sides. And then you'll have to pull out also this bracket for the corners on the front fenders and release it completely from the front bumper. And after that, to remove the front bumper, you'll have to push it forward or slide it forward in the front side of the vehicle. And in the last, you'll only have to disconnect the power supply for the fog lights, for the parking sensors, and other equipment which is installed on the front bumper. And if the front bumper has a headlight washer system, make sure to disconnect the hose for the headlight washer system and just pull it out from the vehicle completely. So as you can see, on the right side everything is done. Right here I'm doing it on the left side, on the driver's side for example. And after I'm going to remove all the bolts from right here from this area, I will go underneath the vehicle, I will remove some bolts from underneath, from under the undershield, and then the bumper can be just pulled out from the vehicle. Okay everybody, so as also all the bolts, all the screws which are securing the front bumper attached to the vehicle are disconnected and removed. From here, the only thing which you have to do left is to pull the front bumper out from the vehicle. Make sure to pull it very slowly, don't force it because it's very tight and it's very well secured over the front part of the vehicle. In my case, after I'm going to pull it forward, I only have to disconnect the power supply and the connectors on the left side of the front bumper, and also the hose for the headlight washer system. In my case, I'm not going to disconnect the headlight washer system because I don't want to. I will not remove the front bumper completely and put it away from the vehicle. I only have to pull it forward and put it on the corner on the ground. Alright everybody, so as you can see, the front bumper is completely detached from the front side of the vehicle. I just place it right here on the ground. I disconnected all the power supply for the fog lights, for the parking sensors and other systems which can be installed into the front bumper. And the front bumper is only secured to the vehicle by this hose on which the fluid is traveling for the headlight washer system. And from here I will just pull it right here in the side of the vehicle because I don't want to scratch it or hit into it while I'm working on the front side of the vehicle. So as also, those are all the things and all the steps which you have to do and follow if you want to remove the front bumper completely from this kind of vehicle or from any Porsche Cayenne from the year 2010 to 2017. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video and found it informative, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a comment and a like down below. See you next time.